But let's take Roe v. Wade. That's a really good issue. And that would be one in which Christians would say, yeah, we got rid of Roe v. Wade, and we did. And I thought it was a terrible Supreme Court decision. But too often, Christians speak as if getting rid of Roe v. Wade means getting rid of abortions. If you look at the number of abortions in America, the high water mark, depending whether you're doing absolute numbers or rate and ratio, was late 80s, early 90s. In the early 90s, there were about 1.6, 1.7 million abortions. They went down every year under presidents from the early 90s up until the end of the Obama presidency. There were fewer abortions in America at the end of Barack Obama's term than there were before Roe v. Wade. Now, I'm not saying cause and effect. I don't think it was because the policies of Obama or Bill Clinton. They went down under George W. Bush too. But the reality is that the number of abortions went down at a greater rate under Democratic presidents than Republican presidents. And as we're seeing now, Roe v. Wade is actually an opinion that people liked. And so you now have a lot of conservative states, Kansas and others, that are in their state constitution putting the right to an abortion. And I believe the number of abortions, only time they've gone up since the early 90s, was under Donald Trump. So it is not as if these achievements under Trump was a great moral breakthrough. So I'm familiar with those arguments. I hear them. I think in many cases they're a rationalization or a justification. People are scrambling because for a lot of different reasons, including reasons of culture and psychology, they've latched on to Trump. And so they have to construct arguments to try and justify that decision, because it's pretty obvious that there is a contradiction between people who claim to be followers of Jesus, who are extremely enthusiastic for Donald Trump. And the human mind tries to mitigate that kind of cognitive dissonance.